In the small, sleepy town of Willowbrook, nestled between dense forests and rolling hills, there stood a school that had long been abandoned. St. Agnes Elementary School, they called it, a relic from a bygone era. For decades, it had stood empty, its windows shattered, its halls echoing with the eerie silence of abandonment. But legends whispered through the town's residents, tales of strange occurrences and ghostly apparitions that haunted the old building at night. In Willowbrook, as in any town, there lived a young couple deeply infatuated with each other. Mark, a lanky high school student with a mop of unruly hair, and Sarah, a vivacious girl with sparkling blue eyes, had been dating for several months. Their love was blossoming, but Mark felt the need to prove his bravery and dedication to Sarah, who had a fascination with the eerie and mysterious. One evening, as they walked hand in hand beneath the silver moonlight, Sarah shared her desire to explore the abandoned St. Agnes Elementary School. She spoke of the rumors and legends that surrounded it, painting a vivid picture of a place where the boundary between the living and the dead seemed to blur. Mark, desperate to impress his girlfriend, agreed to embark on this ill-fated adventure with her. The night they chose was particularly eerie, with the moon hidden behind thick clouds that cast an unsettling darkness upon the town. Sarah and Mark stood before the decrepit school, its once proud facade now crumbling and overgrown with ivy. The wind whispered through shattered windows, and the rustling leaves created an eerie symphony. With trembling hands, Mark pushed open the creaking door, revealing a world frozen in time. Inside, the school was a maze of decaying classrooms, their chalkboards covered in cryptic drawings and fading lesson plans. As they ventured deeper into the building, the temperature dropped, and the air grew heavy with the scent of dampness and decay. Every footstep echoed like a distant cry in the silent darkness. Sarah, armed with a flashlight, led the way with a mix of excitement and trepidation, while Mark tried to mask his fear. They explored room after room, discovering forgotten textbooks and children's drawings scattered on the floor. But as they descended into the basement, the atmosphere grew even more oppressive, and the temperature plummeted further. In the dim light, they stumbled upon a room that sent shivers down their spines. It was a child's bedroom, its walls adorned with faded posters of long-forgotten pop stars. A tattered teddy bear sat on the bed, staring at them with empty, glassy eyes. Sarah reached out to touch it, but Mark grabbed her hand, his voice a nervous whisper. "Maybe we should go back, Sarah. This place gives me the creeps." Sarah, determined to impress, pulled away from Mark's grasp. "Come on, Mark. Don't be such a scaredy cat. We've come this far. Let's explore a little more." Reluctantly, Mark followed her deeper into the basement. As they turned a corner, they stumbled upon a large, locked door covered in ominous symbols and warnings. Mark's heart pounded in his chest as he read the words carved into the wood. "Do not enter." Sarah, undeterred, reached into her backpack and produced a set of old keys she had found earlier. With trembling hands, she tried each key until one finally turned in the lock. The door creaked open, revealing a darkness so profound that it seemed to swallow their flashlight beams. As they stepped into the pitch-black room, a cold gust of wind rushed past them, extinguishing their flashlight. Panic gripped Mark, but before he could react, he heard Sarah's voice, distant and trembling. "Mark, I think we've made a terrible mistake." He reached out, searching for her hand in the darkness, but found only empty space. The room seemed to close in around him, and he felt a presence, something ancient and malevolent, watching him. In the darkness, Mark stumbled and fell to the cold, damp floor. He called out for Sarah, but there was no response. Desperation and fear clawed at him as he fumbled for his own flashlight, managing to turn it on just in time to see a horrifying sight. Sarah's lifeless body hung from the ceiling, swaying gently in the cold breeze. Her once sparkling eyes were now vacant, her face twisted in terror. Mark's scream of horror echoed through the abandoned school, reverberating off the crumbling walls. Terrified and grief-stricken, Mark fled the room, his flashlight barely cutting through the oppressive darkness. As he sprinted through the labyrinthine hallways, he could hear faint whispers and eerie laughter, as if the very walls were mocking his terror. Finally, he burst out of the school, gasping for breath and bathed in cold sweat. The moon had emerged from behind the clouds, casting a pale light on the town. Mark knew he had to tell someone, but who would believe his harrowing tale of the abandoned school and Sarah's tragic demise? Years later, Mark still carries the guilt and horror of that fateful night. He never returned to Willowbrook, haunted by the memories of what he had witnessed. St. Agnes Elementary School remained abandoned, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurked in the hearts of those who dared to explore its depths. And the legends of Willowbrook continued to whisper through the town, warning of the malevolent forces that awaited those who ventured into the realm of the unknown, all in the name of impressing their loved ones.